Hi guys, welcome you all to our collective calls. As usual, today is Tuesday and we're happy to announce three amazing projects to share their pitch decks, answer the Q&A, so you know the usual drill. So let me introduce them real quick. Firstly, we got Tiamonds co-founder Steven, then another project which is called Wooper Looper AI. Nikolaos is here to present it to you. And last but not least, Rio from the project called Xana. Hopefully I pronounced everything correctly. My name is Ivan and here is Malika. We are hosting today's meeting and let me introduce you the rules, how we usually hold such calls. So the speaker has 5 minutes for the pitch part and 10 minutes for the Q&A section. For your convenience, we'll add a timer. And if you viewers have any questions, just feel free to leave them in the chat or raise your hand. And yeah, thank you so much for coming, everyone. Let's get this meeting rolling. So, Steven, if you don't mind being the first one, please go ahead, passing the mic to you. Thank you for coming.
Hi, and thanks for having me. So pleasure being here and presenting to you. So basically, Tiamonds, as we call it, is the largest diamonds tokenization marketplace worldwide. We are tokenizing real-world assets coming from legitimate diamond dealers or directly from the mine, sending it to Liechtenstein. The company is located and registered in Liechtenstein. And we are working hand in hand with LCX. LCX is the Liechtenstein crypto asset exchange. And basically, it's a fully regulated and compliant exchange. And one of the licenses that they have acquired is the physical validator. So basically, that's a website. And so just to get back to the physical validator, this is how we connect Web2 or the traditional world and the assets that are in the real world and bringing them or bridging them to blockchain. Basically, we are LCX is authenticating and validating every asset. Basically, we are having free storage of those assets. They are located in a physical vault in Liechtenstein. It's a third party. And every asset is then tokenized. We add an insurance on every asset, and it's tokenized as an NFT. So it's a one-of-one NFT, a digital twin of a real physical asset. And so mainly the idea is to bring back the freedom of ownership to anyone, to give more accessibility to anyone in order to enter those kinds of businesses that previously were more difficult to enter. The idea of starting the project was basically to disrupt the diamond industry. We know that the diamond industry lacks of transparency on pricing, lacks of trustability of the assets. And so basically we are adding that to the blockchain where transparency can be seen on every transaction. Traceability of every asset is there, so you know where's the origin of your asset, where it's coming from. It's coming from a certain mine in Botswana, in South Africa, or is it coming from India? And it's important at the end of the day because the purchaser of those assets want to know the origin. And now, just to make a long story short, the fact that we started in 2022 and we started with the legal framework. The legal framework is bulletproof, let's say, and we have that platform today where you can see we are launching different collections on diamonds. And because of our regulatory strength and the beautiful platform that we have, we said that we will not stop here. We will continue and tokenize any physical assets. So we are now launching in the coming weeks tokenization of gold bars, but also ounces of gold, other commodities such as platinum and silver. But we are not stopping there as well. So we'll continue to tokenize a whole bunch of gemstones, so not only diamonds, but sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and so on, and also collectibles and inaccessible assets. We know that a lot of people are, the advantage of tokenization is giving accessibility and ownership to the masses. And basically by tokenizing assets, you can again be owner, be be able to trade those assets without physical movement, because at the end of the day, those assets are located in Liechtenstein, and you can trade the assets freely with your counterpart. Now, what we added to the platform as well, I'm scrolling at the same time, but what we added, so we did a special collection for Valentine, for example, where you can own and trade the asset, but you can also redeem the physical asset. So whenever you want, you can get your physical asset at home or at the address that you want, and we'll be shipping you the physical asset to your address. And so basically, this is what we're doing. And yeah, happy to answer any questions if you have.
Yeah, absolutely. Steven, thank you for being on time. As we said before, now we are having Q&A part. Guys, feel free to leave your questions in the chat or raise your hand. And reminding you real quick, we posted all the contact details in the chat as well, so be sure to check it out. TG handle, email, it's all there. So yeah, expecting your questions. All right, so we received one. Let me read that. So with Toto token powering the ecosystem, how do you plan to drive adoption and ensure the token remains valuable for both investors and the community?
So basically what we decided to do is to rebrand and to upgrade the Tiamonds to Toto. Toto stands for Total Tokenization. So as I said, as I mentioned, we are bringing any physical hard assets to the game, to our marketplace. And with think also we did a few pilot projects. For example, we did a pilot project with granite. We tokenized granite coming from Indian mines. And basically, how did we attract or how did we get adoption over there? It's basically today you are unable to invest into granite. Tokenized granite gives a new opportunity to investors to get into those kind of assets. Also, same for diamonds, same for other kind of collectibles. Sometimes it's very difficult to find a good vendor, to find a way to purchase those assets. And at the same time, like I said in my presentation, those assets are located in a vault. So you are not paying for shipment costs. You are not paying for import or export taxes. So we take care of that. You are not paying for custody or for taxations. And so we are creating adoption here by being basically more attractive also in pricing and in possibilities to those assets.
Thank you so much for covering this one. We got a question from Ryan. Won't prices just keep going down with lab-made diamonds?
So, good question. I think lab-grown diamonds or man-made diamonds, or synthetic diamonds, like we call them, for us, it's a good thing. I would like to say you can. Basically, we are talking about two different products. You have diamonds, natural diamonds, which have a connection with nature, which have taken like thousands or billions of years to be formed in high temperature under the ground. There's a real connection, an emotional connection that you can have with a diamond. With lab-grown or synthetic diamonds, the supply is unlimited. You can create it in less than 3 weeks. It's another product. And I'm stating that you need to compare apples with apples, bananas with bananas. So the lab-grown diamonds, I think a lot of you know about Swarovski. We're speaking about crystals. Those are cheap stones, let's say, and it's another product. If you want to get a cheap or a nice, fancy stone, go for Swarovski, but it has a certain budget. If you want to go for the real natural stuff with a certificate of origin, with an emotional value, and with a connection to nature, go for natural diamonds.
Thank you for answering this question. Another one goes like this. You are tokenizing real-world assets like diamonds and gold. What's your strategy for ensuring that these physical assets are fully secure and easy tradable on the blockchain?
So first of all, as I explained also, we are partnered with LCX and they act as a notary. So they are working under the FMA of Liechtenstein. So they have that authority and this certification of being a physical validator. So first of all, this is a legitimate way of proving that everything is authenticated, validated, that the diamonds or the gold or the silver is really there. Then we are working with a third party as well, which is our physical vault, and we are safeguarding the assets over there. The physical vaults are audited once or twice a year to make sure that what is represented on chain is totally valid and is really over there in those physical vaults. By the way, it's easily also, just to reply to the last question, it's easily tradable on the blockchain. We built the platform on Ethereum at first. We just integrated another blockchain, which is Cardano. So you can mint either your assets on Ethereum or Cardano, and we will be adding other chains in the future.
Thank you so much for answering this one. Steven, how many users do you have right now? And what are your plans to expand your customer base?
So for now, we have 10,000 token holders, and maybe I didn't mention that, but I can say about Tiamonds that we are a Web2 e-commerce platform with all the benefits of Web3. And why is that? So if you compare us with a Web2 e-commerce platform, we do basically the same. You have products, you can purchase products. The only thing, it is on the blockchain, so everything is traceable. But on top of that, we added benefits of the Web3. You know, Web3 is a lot about community. That's one thing. So we have a community of 15,000 people on Twitter. We have Telegram groups and so on. So social media is quite good and continuously growing. At the same time, we added benefits like a loyalty program to our platform. So you can compare it, our loyalty program, it's an own-to-earn model. You can compare it with miles that you can earn on airlines. So when you think of flight, for example, you fly in economy, you'll get points, and on your next flight, you use your points either to upgrade from economy to business or to purchase an umbrella or whatever sunglasses you want. We did the same on our platform. So when you are purchasing an asset, you can earn TIA token, which is the native token of the project. And the more time you hold your asset in the physical vault, the more tokens you will earn. And now with the upgrade and the change of TIA to Toto, it will be similar with other assets. So you purchase a gold bar, for example, you will be earning Toto tokens and then be able to use those tokens to purchase another asset on the platform with a discount.
Thank you for covering my question and adding some extra. And last one from my part, what about the competition? So who are your main competitors?
So let's say we started, first of all, the physical validator license. LCX was the first one worldwide to acquire that license, the first player. And basically our project, the Diamond Tokenization project, as we do, like one of one digital twins of physical assets in NFT. So those are ERC 721. We are, I think, the only one to do it worldwide. We would be happy to have more competition. I heard a few projects popping up here and there, but there are, I know some projects who try to create an index of diamond pricing or to create like gold bars, diamond bars. I less believe in those kind of models. I prefer the model that we have built, which is first of all fully secured, fully compliant, and has a strong how to say reaction in the public.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm asking that because we probably like a few months ago we got a similar kind of project here on our call. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to meet a similar one. So guys, do we still have more questions? Malika, can you add something?
Thank you so much, Steven. No, I think we can move on to the second.
Okay. Yeah, as you say, thank you so much, Steven, for being here. Wishing you best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, if you have any questions, any further questions or anything, just feel free to scroll up and find all the contact details in the chat. Okay, moving on. We got second project here to perform. And here, guys, please welcome Wooper Looper AI project, and Nikolaus is here to present it to you. Hi, mates. Thank you so much for coming. Passing the mic to you.
Yeah, my name is Nico. Today I'm going to present Wooper Looper. As a project, this is quite new. We're working on this for approximately 3 to 4 months, and we are in the process of launching, but the team behind is structured more than 2 years ago. We operate a data source AI we have been working with an AI platform, let's say, before it has become sexy and everyone working on AI something. We host AI competitions and we delivered projects for big automotive companies during the COVID for different healthcare institutions and governments. And we have a differentiated platform from Kaggle, like the one that the biggest data science platform that Google operates. We are quite well positioned in this sector, and we're brainstorming with the team since we have seen a big opportunity with AI agents. Probably most of you have noticed or even used yourselves an AI agent, particularly for social media. We started building a no-code platform. We wanted to give the opportunity to everyone to launch their own agents without having a coding background. This is something, let's say, also part of our culture to the team. We want to support the mainstream adoption. Right now, what we support all text-based platforms. We started with a particular use case that I'm going to present later on. The idea is that we identify different mainstream use cases. We extend support and allow anyone to launch their own without any technical skills. Right now, we can support immediately Twitter, Discord, and Telegram, and our agents, they can engage or automate pushing content to all those platforms. So we have both the AI agents, but also the APIs and integrations for those platforms or bots. And what is next in, let's say, maximum 1 year roadmap, since AI landscape is changing daily, I will say, not even, let's say, monthly. We have a short-term roadmap. We are now experimenting with AI video agents. We can already pretty much create AI video personas, but the duration of the videos is quite short, and also the waiting time takes a bit longer to make it available for fully launch. So we're optimizing this, and we're experimenting also with conversational video AI. So you can speak to an AI agent. And next in our roadmap, actually we're working those in parallel, are 3D interactive agents that could be used for, let's say, Metaverse, or they can guide, let's say, someone, for example, if you are walking and you need GPS, or interact, let's say, with your city while you are working. Obviously, you need also some hardware tool, and this is not something that we're developing ourselves. The first use case that we have identified are AI moderators for different crypto communities. So we wanted to create a tool for community managers to discover new trends within their community, help them engage better with their members, retain them, and grow the different chats. We don't want to, let's say, to replace community agents, while this is technically possible from our platform. But this is more as an example approach how we approach a particular use case. For example, we help with the discovery in science, welcoming new members. Those, let's say, was possible also with different Telegram bots, but now is quite personalized. We can create content summarization from Ask Me Anything, or we can publish different analytics. Our agents can engage to different conversations. So also they can ban users for destructive behaviors. We are planning to customize them also further for Web3 to track different blockchain metrics. I will go quickly. We have used Python as main language, and we have in our deck an extensive comparison how we compare with other projects. The key value proposition that someone needs, let's say, to remember is that we have a full no-code solution. Anyone can use it without being a technical person. We're trying to create, let's say, a platform that is specialized for particular use cases. So anyone can really go and launch an agent for their exact use case. And of course, also we're building open source, and everyone can utilize and contribute as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for the pitch part. Now to Q&A. We already received a couple of questions. Let me go through them quickly. The first goes like this. You've got a 350K raise at a 3.5 mil market cap. What's the one thing that makes Wooper Looper AI stand out from other AI platforms looking to democratize the space? Impressive traction, by the way.
Yeah, as mentioned, when it comes to AI agents, the competition is already huge, and new platforms are launching every day. Ourselves, we're trying to differentiate by sticking to certain principles. The first one is we built a no-code platform. Most other platforms require some technical or coding knowledge. We have built the simplified version in Python, which is the most widespread coding language, and also it's easy to extend it for different use cases. So this has been a strategic choice. And also we identify particular use cases that we feel are a little bit underserved from our competitors. Of course, this doesn't mean they cannot extend those use cases in the future, but ourselves we're trying to get some market traction from particular use cases that we have identified, those that we're supporting today, and we feel quite confident is community management and moderation, virtual influencers, crypto analyst, and crowd investment. So an AI agent to analyze different trading, DeFi, and portfolio management, and also next use cases we're trying to support are gaming agents, sales assistants, and more.
Okay, thank you so much for covering this question. Another goes like this. With your AI agents already active on platforms like Discord, Telegram, and Twitter, how do you plan to scale these agents into more complex metaverse-ready assistants?
Thank you, Yana, for the question. While metaverse is a widespread, let's say, use case, I would say, when it comes to the technology, how metaverse exists, there are different technologies that support or consist of the metaverse. It's not easy to say that we cover use cases for all metaverse platforms. We need to focus on one or two significant metaverse platforms, for example, the one that is provided by Meta, or others, since it requires technical integrations. So we cannot claim per se that we support all metaverses. And now the challenge, because the number of users in Telegram and Discord and social media is more advanced, I will say, when it comes to the number of requests, those social media platforms are more difficult to support. While Metaverse, we foresee a smaller number of requests. The biggest challenge is if the platforms are open and how much effort it will take for us to understand the structure and build specialized, let's say, integrations. This is the main challenge that we're experiencing with Metaverse. The main challenge is with AI video. Over there, it's the video requires, it's the most difficult part, the most challenging part, how to create a conversational AI.
Yeah, that's pretty complex. I can fully understand. Thank you for covering the latest question. I've also have a question. So what about the business model of the project? Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, the idea is that when you are launching an agent, you have the ability to tokenize them. In order to launch an agent, you will need to burn some Wooper Looper tokens. Ourselves, we will not provide, at least to begin with, we don't provide the AI APIs. So if you need, let's say, for example, a subscription for OpenAI, you can either buy yourself with your card and just add the secret key in our platform, or you can pay us, let's say, software as a service, the amount of the subscription with Wooper Looper tokens. But the main idea is when you are launching an AI agent, particularly if you want one that is governed by your own token, because each agent can have their own native token and the token holders can be the governors. You will need to burn a number of Wooper Looper tokens. We haven't specified yet, since, as mentioned, we're just launching, so we need to see the market dynamics, and depending on this, we're going to set the number.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nikolaos, for the pitch. Thank you, everyone, for your question. And yeah, I think we can proceed with the next project.
Hi everyone, my name is Rio from the project called Zena. Just brief the introduction. Zena is the Metaverse X AI X Web3 like all-in-one platform. It's widely already adopted by various sectors since like 3 years ago. And like we have onboarded 300 plus top tier companies, brands, government organizations, school, etc. widely used for like worldwide, especially in like Japan, Korea, China, Asia part. And like we already have a traction around like $11 million revenue in 2 years. Some of them coming from a B2B and a B2C is asset sale. Recently, we are focusing on like RWA function on top of the Metaverse and to provide like a gamify all the trading experience of the real world asset. And during those process, we made like one project, which is the things that I introduced today, XDuel. It is like an RWA trading card marketplace plus close IP gaming platform. This is like as some of like, the Pokemon cards is widely adopted in the global market, especially like a Dragon Ball, like One Piece, and those kind of trading games. And US also has like the trading card trends, and that market is keep growing. And now the RWA coming in, and we can just digitalize it to make it easier for everyone to trade and play. But like usually those kind of things, we need a shipment, eBay, and also like, if you want to play the game, you have to physically meet someone and just, having the physical games. So we make it easier. We pegged with a digital card and a physical card and just make everyone to accessible and trade it online, backed by the blockchain. But not only that, we are providing the fully gaming experience on the digital world. So like once user can like owning the physical card, and he can turn it into the digital card in our store, and he can use it in the game. Here is like a kind of the demo that we have. We've been working on this one over past 2 years, and we also made already onboarded some of the top tier anime or characters from Japan, traditional characters, fully develop like these games. And we have a 2-game version. This is like a difficult, super strategic game version, like serious trading card game for like serious players. And we also have a casual version, which on the Telegram or like probably adapted to the Kaya line as well. This is a very easy version that anyone can like just play it, drag and drop the cards to attack the enemy. So it's easy part. Like, so this is a casual mode. So we provide a 2-game function, and we already have a track record of selling those cards with the several exchanges. Like with the Bybit, we sold like a 600K for the Ultraman. It's like a Japanese version of the Iron Man, very famous since 60 years ago, almost. And one is the Astro Boy, like globally known Japanese old traditional character, like a Japanese Mickey Mouse type of the things. And we sold with the Binance with the like 600K, and our own platform also sold like this kind of famous like how to say it, like a chicken character anime, well, like $1 million. So we have those kind of traction, and now waiting for the game, and the game is ready for launch. Yeah, this is like how the usually card look like. This is our original card that we made for the digital native, but the RWA function, with the RWA function, we are opening the real physical card store online as well. And whenever the user purchases the real card, and the card itself is within our store, as in the storage, so that we can peg it internally because the card is not in the user's hand, but it is actually in our vault. So like we can let them use it in the game. That is a unique part. This is how it look like. Yeah, this is a collaboration with the Japanese government and so on to levitate the local, like scenery and travel tourism, etc. And yes, this is our own AI characters and so on. This is the market, like, trading card market is like really growing. And now together with the blockchain, RWA, it's going to keep going more. And everyone wants to have utilities. So that is why we are providing this kind of experience. Yeah, basically, that's it. Thank you so much.
Okay, Ria, thank you so much again for the pitch file. It was interesting. Now to Q&A. Guys, feel free to leave your questions as well. And yeah, all the contact details in the chat. Yeah, looking forward to your questions. Okay, while guys are waiting, then I'd be the first one addressing the question. So what is your target market and the potential market size for your project? And also, what's the target region?
Okay, so now the biggest trading card market is recently in Japan. It's like a huge market, but now I'm locating in Dubai, and I went the JARTEX, Leap, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and like I found like there is a huge market there. So like now I'm already dealing with the local vendors, local stores that they are already importing those cards, and they have a heavy fan base in the Middle East. So like we start expanding our market from Japan to like Middle East first, then going to the more global.
Okay, thank you so much. And what about the partnerships? And do you have any advisors partnerships so far? And who are they? And what impact do they bring to the project?
We are selling our the beginning. I introduced Zana, and Zana is like a whole like Metaverse gaming whatever platform. Okay, and it is like launching each games like tokens or like AIs and etc. And we are to make it like a good package. It's like an index investment almost. We are selling our node, and like investors who have those node, they can like getting like airdrop the mine our tokens. And one of the notable purchaser of the node is the Animoca Blends. We just announced the partnership last week, and yeah, this node is kind of new, so like we are like start onboarding more and more partners as well. And for this game, we are already partnering with the Japanese most famous publishers, which has 100+ IPs, and like they keep distributing those famous IPs one by one. And also like we can like tokenize and like make gamify some of the influencers, for example, like a K-pop stars or like some American characters or whatever. Now, yeah, Korea is our partner as well. And yeah, there's many IP partners actually.
I see, gotcha. I also have some questions, but I'll address them later if we still have time. So meanwhile, there's a question in the chat. So you're building a social XR gaming platform. What's your strategy for keeping players and creators engaged while also ensuring Web3 elements like rewards and community value are seamlessly integrated?
Wow. This is a great question. I've been struggling with the tokens in the past 2 years. As you guys know, the like crypto market is really like how to say trippy, like going here and there. Used to be a metaverse, now it's NFTs and like meme token AI, and they're just jumping around. So it is very hard to have like long time value, and the one final answer that I found is the revenue. If we have a revenue, we can buy back the token and we give the value, then the people can believe to the tokens. So without generating the revenues, everything can be meaningless. So first, like I used to we have like 200+ user communities who keep building the metaverse and games. But if the token drops, then everybody's unhappy, even though they love the product. So to solve this issue, first we're gonna focus on the revenue, then like start incentivize those tokens, but like has to be like well calculated so that like company cannot issue the more tokens than the amount which the market can observe and buy back. So we have to like calculate it really carefully, because otherwise that's the main reason that all of the game tokens dead. Like there's oversupplying beyond their revenue. So that is our very focus right now. Then that can be a good reward for the community.
Okay, thank you. The next question goes like this. With more than $9 million in sales and major brand adoptions, how do you plan to maintain this momentum and scale up the platform while keeping it accessible and affordable for all users?
Oh my God, that is really great questions. Because our revenue model is like really, how to say, like unstable. When the sale, like we have a good collaboration, good sale, then suddenly like revenue goes to like 1 million, 2 million, and then nothing, like few months. Then again, like when something happens, it's just go up. So it is not like stable. It is not like a SaaS model of the business. So we are trying to make it more sustainable. Like, so those trading card shop, like they like their revenue is sustainable. My partners, they like have a physical store, online store, constantly generating like 500K every month. 1 million every month. So that is like, how we can make it a sustainable revenue instead of like one big gigantic sales launch like that. So like we are building that right now to make it stable. And also like we changed our Metaverse model to like a one-shot model to the like subscription model for the like each our clients pay us like a monthly fee to maintain their presence and their virtual avatar. Like we do have like AI avatar in the metaverse, like in the last topic. Those are all the subscription models. Like we are charging start charging the monthly to make the revenue sustainable.
I see. Thank you for covering all the questions so far. I also have a question, so don't mind me. So you've been developing, and your team, you've been developing the project for 2 years. And what have you learned for that period of time, and what advice you can give to other founders?
God, we learned too much. Actually, it is not just 2 years. 2 years after the launch, so like before the launch, like we developed these things.
Even that, I'm sorry, yeah.
Right? Like it's gonna be total like almost 5 years journey, and we learned like too many things. I could do it so much better. Like if I go back to that past, because like I had to learn so many things. Yes, first that the product value and token value is not related. So like we need the both marketer for both side. People can hype the token, people can hype the product, but it is not like relate to each other too like much. But like we need a people to like can make it like, how to say, crossover. That is what I learned. I didn't focus on the token. I only focus on the business and product, and then token price never goes up. So that is like the big lesson I learned. And other than that is, yeah, just like I said, the revenue is the most important, because like too many crypto project has no like the real value behind, but like it's just like a product. But when the revenue starts, then that is really proving that the people are needing that product, even though they want to pay the money to get that stuff. That is really important, so that token price can finally be something meaningful and stable. Yeah, and that is still challenging for us, because like this is a new token and we learned so many things in the past tokens. So like every time like we do those things, then like we bring all of the learning to the new stuff to make it better.
Okay, thank you so much for covering this one. Yeah, it's definitely some valuable pieces of advice I see.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rio, for your pitch, and thank you guys for coming and for pitching today.
And also you can find form for participation. So if you want to pop in and be on our next guest, be sure to check it out, fill it in. And also there's a feedback form, so please do leave some feedback. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a pleasure having this call. See you Thursday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.